You catch someone in a small lie, not a huge betrayal, not some dramatic secret, just a small lie that makes you pause. They said they were busy, but later you find out they were somewhere else. They told a story one way yesterday and a different way today. They denied something obvious, even though you both knew the truth was sitting right there. And the strange part is, the lie was not even necessary. They could have told the truth, and nothing serious would have happened. Maybe it would have been a little awkward. Maybe there would have been one uncomfortable question. But that was it. Still, they lied. And that is what makes it unsettling. Because when someone lies once, you question the situation. But when someone lies again and again, you start questioning the person. You are no longer asking, why did they lie about this? You are asking, was anything about them real? That is the part people do not talk about enough. A repeated lie does not only damage trust, it damages the whole image you had of someone. You start replaying old conversations. You wonder which stories were edited, which apologies were real, which emotions were performed, which promises were only words. And at some point, the lie itself becomes smaller than the confusion it creates. So why do some people lie even when the truth would be easier? The answer is not always that they are clever, evil, or planning something. Sometimes, the deeper reason is much simpler and much more revealing. For many people, lying is a form of identity protection. They are not only hiding facts, they are protecting the version of themselves they want others to believe. They want to look innocent, they want to look loyal, they want to look successful, they want to look misunderstood. They want to look like the person who never meant harm. So when reality threatens that image, they edit the story. Not because the truth is impossible to say, but because the truth makes them feel exposed. To an honest person, the truth is just information. To a person who lies constantly, the truth can feel like a loss of control. And this usually comes from somewhere. Some people learned early that honesty leads to punishment. So even as adults, they treat simple questions like danger. A normal conversation feels like an interrogation. A small mistake feels like a threat. Others become addicted to image. They care more about how they are seen than who they actually are. So they do not ask, what really happened? They ask, how can I make this sound better? And for some people, lying becomes a habit of escape. Instead of explaining, they deny. Instead of apologizing, they distract. Instead of facing discomfort, they change the details. At first, the lie is a choice. Later, it becomes their automatic response to pressure. But here is the part most people miss. People who lie often are not only trying to control facts, they are trying to control emotions. They lie so you do not get upset. They lie so you keep trusting them. They lie so you feel guilty for doubting them. They lie so the room stays in their favor. The lie becomes a way of managing people, and that is why it feels so exhausting to deal with them. You are not just trying to understand what happened. You are trying to find solid ground in a conversation where the ground keeps moving. But the strangest contradiction is this. Many people who lie constantly also hate being doubted. They create confusion, then act offended when you ask for clarity. They break trust, then feel insulted when trust is no longer automatic. They want to be believed, but they do not want to be checked. They want the benefits of honesty without doing the work of being honest. And this is where people get trapped. Because they start thinking, maybe I am too suspicious. Maybe I am being unfair. Maybe I should just believe them this time. But trust is not built by how strongly someone insists they are telling the truth. Trust is built by consistency. So the real question is not, did they lie once? The real question is this a pattern? Do their stories change when pressure increases? Do they get defensive over simple questions? Do they only tell the truth after being caught? Do they make you feel guilty for noticing the inconsistency? Do they lie even when honesty would have been harmless? Because when lying becomes someone's pattern, arguing over every detail can make you lose yourself. Sometimes the strongest response is not to prove every lie. Sometimes it is to stop giving unlimited trust to someone who keeps editing reality. Understanding why someone lies does not mean you excuse it. A reason is not permission. People who always lie are often protecting an identity they are afraid cannot survive the truth. And once you understand that, you stop asking, why did they lie this time? You start asking the more important question, what version of themselves are they trying so hard to protect?